I'd like to call the Village of Riverside a lead service line and water main project of the Village Board of Trustees to order Thursday, September 21st, 7 p.m. Ethan, would you please call the roll? Here.
Trustee Gallegos? Here. Trustee Mateo?
Here.
Trustee Evans?
Here.
Trustee Clarity?
Here.
Trustee Pollock?
Here.
Trustee Marshazga? Manager Francis?
Here.
Attorney Pickerel? Here. Also present Clerk Soul.
Thank you. First thing on the agenda is the acknowledgement of publication of the hearing notice. Director Tapp.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to confirm and publicly acknowledge that the public hearing notice was posted in the Landmark on September 6th of 2023 for the lead service line and water main replacement project. To give a brief summary is Village Engineer Orion Gailey.
Thank you, Dan. I know there is a lot on the board agenda, so I'll go through this as quickly as possible, and then if anyone has questions, I'm happy to answer it at the end. So some background, the Village of Riverside is in the process of applying for Illinois Environmental Protection Agency Public Water Supply Loan Program funding for the water main and lead service replacement projects. As part of this process, we're holding this hearing to allow for public comment. Written comments can be submitted up to 10 days after this meeting, either directly to the village or directly to the IEPA. Attention, Brian Smith, and the address is on here. There's some hard copies out there if anyone is interested in providing comment. Some project summary. We have two different projects that we are applying for funding for. First is a multi-phase water main replacement project, which consists of the replacement of approximately 19,000 linear feet of 4-inch diameter water main over 4 phases. Phase 1 of the project consists of the installation of approximately 7,350 linear feet of water main, and that's scheduled for 2025 currently, and then the other 3 phases would be scheduled at a later date. The second project that we're applying for is the multi-phase lead service line replacement project, which currently consists of approximately 500 lead service lines per year over a 5-year period. None of this is set in stone right now, but we're applying for as much as we possibly can so that we have some flexibility moving forward. The lead service lines, if they're still present after this 5 phases or 5 years is up, we can apply for additional funding in subsequent years. The reasoning for these projects, the village's water distribution system has identified lead water service lines in the village. Lead is a toxic metal that can accumulate in the body over time. The adverse health effects to lead exposure for both children and adults are numerous and well documented. Eliminating these lead service lines with new copper service lines will reduce such exposure to the residents. Secondly, the village's water distribution system includes numerous sections of antiquated small diameter water mains, specifically 4-inch diameter water mains. So the replacement of these water mains will reduce the number of water main breaks throughout the village and increase the volume of water being distributed throughout the community. This will provide better overall flow and increased level of fire protection. By replacing these aged small diameter water mains with new larger diameter water mains, the integrity of the overall water main system will be enhanced, and lower operating costs should also be evident as the system pressure should stabilize after eliminating these small diameter water mains. Project funding, the village is requesting to finance up to $20 million for the cost of lead service line replacement with a loan through the IEPA. The village is also requesting to finance approximately $8.5 million for the replacement of approximately 19,000 linear feet of 4-inch diameter water main, also with a loan through the IEPA. The IEPA will be funding will be issued in the form of a loan, and some applicants may qualify for principal forgiveness. Some other applicants may be qualifying for 0% interest rate, and other applicants may qualify for the loan with the normal base interest rate, which is currently 1.81%. Environmental review and impacts. Typical construction impacts are anticipated, such as noise, dust, air emissions, and traffic disruptions. The project has already been reviewed by various federal and state agencies to determine that it is unlikely to pose any significant environmental risk. When the lead lines are replaced, it is highly recommended that interior plumbing be flushed for a minimum of 30 minutes before resuming domestic consumption. Recommended guidelines will be provided to each customer at the appropriate time. Happy to answer any questions that anyone may have. Great. Well, thank you for having me. Again, there's some hard copies out there if anyone's interested in reading more about it. And feel free to submit a comment to either the village or the IEPA within the next 10 days. Thank you.
Thank you, all right. Just make sure there are no questions from anyone on the board for Ryan before I ask for adjournment. Okay, hearing none, if I can have a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion made.
Motion by trustee Gallego, second.
Second.
Second by trustee Clarity. Clerk Sol, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Gallegos?
Aye.
Trustee Mateo?
Aye.
Trustee Evans?
Aye.
Trustee Clarity?
Aye.
Trustee Marshazga?
Aye.
Trustee Power?
Motion carries, meeting adjourned.